Navigating conflict as newlyweds is a journey that every couple embarks on, often with a mix of excitement and uncertainty. The early days of marriage are filled with discovery, learning each other's habits, quirks, and boundaries. But with this closeness, inevitably comes moments of disagreement. The way you handle these first fights can set the tone for your relationship for years to come. Here's how we approach conflict resolution and communication as newlyweds, ensuring that even in our toughest moments, we grow closer instead of drifting apart. It all begins with understanding that conflict is not the enemy. Disagreements are natural, even healthy, in any relationship. They are a sign that both partners are invested, have opinions, and care about the direction of their shared life. The real challenge is not in avoiding arguments altogether, but in learning how to navigate them with empathy, respect, and love. One of the first lessons we learned as newlyweds is the importance of timing. When emotions are running high, it's tempting to dive straight into a discussion, eager to resolve the issue on the spot. But we quickly realized that sometimes the best thing we can do is take a pause. If one of us feels overwhelmed or upset, we agree to step back, breathe, and revisit the conversation once we've both had a chance to calm down. This simple act of waiting helps prevent hurtful words and ensures that we're both in a place to listen and be heard. Active listening is at the heart of our conflict resolution. Rather than preparing our next argument while the other is speaking, we try to truly hear what's being said. This means making eye contact, nodding, and sometimes repeating back what we've heard to make sure we understand. For example, if one of us says, "I feel ignored when you're on your phone during dinner," the other might respond, "So you feel like I'm not paying attention to you at dinner?" This not only clarifies the issue, but shows that we value each other's feelings. We also focus on using I statements instead of you statements. It's easy to slip into blame, saying things like, "You never listen to me," or "You always leave the dishes in the sink." But these accusations put the other person on the defensive. Instead, we try to express our own feelings and needs. "I feel frustrated when the dishes pile up because it makes the kitchen feel chaotic to me." This subtle shift changes the tone of the conversation from confrontation to collaboration. Another key practice is acknowledging each other's perspectives. Even if we don't agree, we make an effort to see things from the other's point of view. Sometimes, this means asking questions. "Can you help me understand why this is important to you?" Or, "What are you feeling right now?" By inviting each other to share more, we uncover the deeper emotions driving the conflict, whether it's stress from work, feeling unappreciated, or simply needing some quiet time. Humor and affection also play a big role in how we handle fights. We remind ourselves that we're on the same team, even when we disagree. Sometimes, a gentle touch or a shared laugh can diffuse tension and remind us of the love that brought us together in the first place. This doesn't mean we make light of serious issues, but rather that we keep our connection at the forefront, even in difficult moments. We've also learned the value of apologizing sincerely. Saying "I'm sorry" isn't always easy, but it's powerful. A genuine apology acknowledges the impact of our actions, even if they were unintentional. We try to be specific. "I'm sorry I raised my voice earlier. I was frustrated, but I didn't mean to take it out on you." These words can open the door to healing and reaffirm our commitment to treating each other with kindness. Setting boundaries is another important aspect of our conflict resolution. We agree on what's off-limits during arguments. No name-calling, no bringing up past mistakes, and no storming out without explanation. If one of us needs space, we communicate that clearly. "I need a few minutes to cool off, but I promise we'll talk about this soon." These boundaries create a sense of safety, allowing us to express ourselves without fear of being hurt or abandoned. After a disagreement, we make time to reconnect. This might be a quiet walk together, a shared cup of tea, or simply holding hands in silence. These moments of reconnection remind us that our relationship is bigger than any single argument. They help us move forward, stronger and more united. We also reflect on our fights, looking for patterns and lessons. If we find ourselves arguing about the same issue repeatedly, we take a step back to examine what's really going on. Are there unmet needs, miscommunications, external stressors. By addressing the root causes, we prevent small issues from turning into bigger problems down the road. Finally, we celebrate our progress. Every time we navigate a conflict with grace and understanding, we acknowledge it. We remind each other that we're learning and growing together, and that each challenge we overcome is a testament to our commitment. Marriage is a partnership, and conflict is a natural part of that journey. By approaching our disagreements with patience, empathy, and a willingness to learn, we create a foundation of trust and respect. We know that we won't always agree, but we also know that we can face anything together as long as we keep communicating and choosing each other every single day. In the end, handling fights as newlyweds isn't about avoiding conflict, but about embracing it as an opportunity to deepen our connection. With every challenge, we discover new ways to love, support, and understand each other. And that, more than anything, is what makes our marriage strong.